off with another quick round of open micers for anyone that wants to go again. Any volunteers out there to kick off first?
Go on, Andy.
Go on, Andy.
As a young man, I rode around with a very large group of bikers called the Pack, and any Good Friday night tended to be Chelsea Bridge, which is rather infamous as a biker gathering, as well as the Chelsea Cruise. I'm going to take you on a bit of a 100-mile road trip, and there is a reference to a little bit which you might feel at home with. Friday night, near Dorking. 10:30, pub closing, weather cooling. We just warming up, our engines ready to hit the darkness and brighten it with headlights. Aiming for London fast by the bypass past Leatherhead across the motorway towards Esher to join the A3, making for the streetlights of Hook, then Tolworth, regrouping at the bowling alley, then on through Wandsworth to the roundabout. And round the roundabout. Round, till it got busy. So we peeled off the Chelsea Bridge and the snack bar on the south side for the meeting up with our brothers and sisters of the same mind. It's Friday, now Saturday, our time to play. And the rumble of hard engines said it's now time to head west along the A4 onto the M4, racing out to Heston and the services. It was crazy how fast we got there, as if we didn't care, but we did care, just wanted to get there faster than anyone else could. And in the car park, performing donuts and other hijinks for onlookers and their stares. It was crazy what we dared to do there, as if we didn't care, but we did care, just dared to be madder than the last one, until the police in patrol cars put a damper on the fun time and alarm time to start up our bikes, move out and return to the bridge. Another mad dash, then head back by the roundabout, and yeah, you guessed it, round the roundabout, round, till we got dizzy. But we were young, we were bikers. It was fun to spark our footrests on the roadstone before charging off down the A3 to stop at Tolworth for a last cigarette. Good night said. 4 a.m. it was dawning. We split up and went our own ways, homewards, to bed. Thank you.
And just so you know, it's true, he's got his bike parked outside. One more round of applause for Andy, please. And Lucia, would you like to do another one? And a round of applause, please, for Lucia.
I'm going to read 2 poems, one very short one, another one a little bit longer than the short one. In the beginning, there was nothing. Silence was a black color. Its lonesome pressure imploded and created sound and dust. Dust became substance, which was given the name of light. The next one is called Self-Inquiry, and is responding to the question, what's a human being? Self-inquiry. I am. We, as I speak, as you hear, as the silence remains, we are. As our thoughts build a tower within this moment, all of our thoughts which make our present, building an immortal tower, timeless and spaceless. A structure detached from our woken life because of its ungraspable matter to our senses, independent of cultures and races, thoughts, reaching out, higher, deeper, and we, their structural foundations, their creators. Far away from definitions we exist, breathing what we call life, inhaling, exhaling the body of silence, the constant witness of eternity. The dreamers see or feel nothing whilst they sleep, though their musical visions are clear and concrete within the realms of that tower of thoughts. It is true that faced upon luck, chance or destiny, I could be nothing from now and then. We could become invisible upon imminent death, subject always to the mercy of luck. Our feelings and reasons-based thoughts, those sighs and thinking vapors, makes us I, you, he, she and we, and it's not by separating the parts, but by looking as a united whole, that we will survive from our own selves. Here, in the invisible tower of thoughts, lies the source, void of life and love, though full of that which makes us God. Thank you.
Jonathan, you fancy one more?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I think you should, mate.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've done this one, so I may not remember all of it. It's quite a personal poem, so I may get a bit emotional reading it, so forgive me. It's called A Summer Romance. I tried not being nervous. I tried remaining calm, but that all faded in the presence of you. The only Glaswegian dominatrix in Amsterdam! My blood pressure went ballistic and my testicles did the slam when I walked into the presence of the only Glaswegian dominatrix in Amsterdam! When I say sit, you sit! When I say come, you fucking bum! Was it sweet and seductive introductory nothings of the only Glaswegian dominatrix in Amsterdam? And remember, shit for brains, when your wife asked about the whiplash and the scars you were hit by a fucking tram! Was the sweet and seductive romantic farewell of the only Glaswegian dominatrix in Amsterdam?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of glad you didn't use the mic for that one. I remember you doing that. The first time I heard that one was at the Swindon Poetry Slam, and they've got the microphones turned up full whack. He did that, and half the audience shit themselves, and half the audience didn't know where to run. It was awesome. Right, I'm going to do one more poem for myself and Clive, and then I think we'll probably close proceedings for the evening. So do you want to go first, Clive?
Yeah.
Go on then, mate. You can follow that, because I wasn't feeling up to it.
Right, one or two of you will have heard this before, but I'm going to do this again. I will say the poem is absolutely not relevant to me. I wrote it for a friend. Okay? It's called Internet Dating. Dear Zeus, I need your help. I think it would be good for my health if I could stop playing with myself so often. Some say I'm a moose and a social recluse. I know I tend to spit and slobber and people think I'm a bit of a knobber. But I'm top quality, if only they'd bother. They say honesty is the best policy, and so I have to confess, I'm desperate for a shag! I want rumpy-pumpy interaction, don't care if she's shaped like Humpty Dumpty and is a bit of a hag and irredeemably grumpy, or permanently pissed on whiskey and cider, if she wants a bit of brommy inside her. But I never get a sniff, you see. All I get is an empty promise and a swift retraction when they cop a whiff of me. So I decided to try dating sites in search of pumping paradise. I wouldn't join Match.com though. I'm not going to be defensive. I found it too expensive. And you know what they say. There must be something wrong with you if you have to pay. And that you must be 50 Shades of Strange. Instead, I pursued my wish by joining Plenty of Fish. Wowzers. Despite my dentures and piss-stained trousers, I got myself a date. Would it be the first of a spate? Would we even get to conjugate to negate the need to masturbate? But no, she lied to me. She wasn't a leggy Polish miss in search of a nuclear scientist at all. I was appalled, and so it stalled. I could tolerate the moustache, but dishonesty bugs me. Why tell lies just because you're ugly? Yes, of course I'm a nuclear scientist. I just don't like to boast about it. And anyway, I know I'm a poet, but nagging all the time is not what I crave. But it's not the phrase, sorry, I got that wrong. But nagging all the time may rhyme with what I crave, but it's not the phrase I had in mind. Not with a liar, anyway. Dear Zeus, fat ginger men get as lonely as hell. Please find me a blind nymphomaniac with a poor sense of smell. Thank you.
I'm going to see if I can remember this one. I hope I can, but it could all go pear-shaped, we'll have to see. I don't know if anyone remembers last year David Cameron got himself in a little bit of trouble by shall we say, interfering with the pig and getting a bit strange. Now, he was pushed for a response on many occasions and refused to answer, but I managed to get a sneak preview of his letter to the people. It went something like this. Dear people of England, I give not a fig for the rumours concerning what I did to that pig. The pig's head was delightful, a worthy main course. I just felt that it needed some of my special sauce. She was hot, she was tasty, a porcine dream bodes. I just couldn't resist it. I slipped in her throat. And it's not like she struggled or put up a fight, and because she was cooked, the law says, that's all right. So I stand by my actions, mere student hijinks, as if I give a shit what you fucking proles think, because I'm doing to you, every hour, every day, what I did to that pig, in every possible way. Thank you very much. And that's pretty much it for tonight. Before we go, a couple of thank yous. First of all, to Sam and to Leon and to Sean. Unfortunately, they've had to go first. Secondly, to Andy and his staff for allowing us to take over half the pub for our foolishness. And finally, to all the open micers that came up here and were brave enough to give it a shot. So, huge round of applause, please. I've been Nick Lovell, my partner in rhyme is Clive Oseman, and we are Oooh Beehive, and we're back here